I'm going to do it differently this morning. Oddly, what date is today, sir?
August 19th,
Woo.
2022.
All right.
Yeah.
See it there?
Believe it or not. There's more to the long sleeve shirt that he's wearing for the first time since he started here, if I recall.
Yes.
Yes.
There's more to it.
There's more to
Yes.
it. What is it?
There is a lot more to
I
it.
saw the shirt and I thought, well,
Can you sing?
if I can sing, yeah, man, I can sing a little tune, man.
Help me.
What that now?
Happy birthday.
Hardly from morning, man, you sit down here and you don't say nothing. I see the shirt, you know, and I say it's a special day, but I don't know if afterwards you have a date or something. Somebody really want to go fast in our business.
We're not drawing no note until she's put in the baritone and the thing.
Pretty short day.
Pretty short day, birthday, the whole thing.
Whoa.
Pretty short day.
I was like,
Yeah, man. So we're singing happy birthday right at the very start. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What was that?
Happy birthday, dear Audley. Happy birthday to you.
We'll get to forward.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday, brethren.
Yo,
Yeah, man. So there's more to the long sleeve shirt
Yeah,
today.
man.
Yeah.
Posting.
Yo,
Nice
yo,
shirt, man.
hear me this morning. I'm gonna say, yo, watch me on the one, Richie man. Yo, a pretty short day this morning. Pop out one of the pretty shirt, man. Yo,
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So how's everybody doing? So it's Friday. What? Hold on.
It's Friday.
Start of the weekend. Can you imagine?
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, this week seems to have gone by
Very quickly.
quite quickly. Yeah, like
It's like that.
it started, and then in a jiffy, we're at the end of it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Jody pull out our hair.
Oh, I'm going to the.
Shells in a pink cap. I don't know.
Yeah. It's back.
It looks like everybody's ready for today.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it started.
It's time for WTF. What the fact? All right, Richie, you don't want to know. Victorians, you know the people that way back in the day, once used leeches. You know leeches.
Leech.
Yeah, hear this. Hear them use it for to predict the weather. An unlikely source, but it makes sense when you read it. George Merriweather, interesting name. Yeah, George Merriweather was a Victorian doctor and a fan of poetry. In fact, it was in a poem that he found the inspiration to build, and Richie, I love the name of Jojo, the Tempest Prognosticator, which is a kind of barometer powered by leeches. Now, the 3-foot-tall contraption was as beautiful as it was intended to be useful. The brass and mahogany structure held 12 glass vials in place, each of which contained a single leech. If it was going to rain soon, the leeches would slither to the top of the vial. And by the end of his project, Merriweather had grown so attached to his leeches, he swore that they had befriended him. All right, sound like he can go crazy in a lot of stages. Anyways, unfortunately, only a few of them were actually successful at predicting the weather. Others he wrote were absolutely stupid. That's harsh, George.
Yeah.
Maybe they a strike. Yeah,
I
come
guess.
on, George.
What, leeches? Still trying to get past that.
I was kind of concerned when I see him saying get attached to leeches. Man, say what them there do when them attached to him? Well, on the joint.
Yeah.
Man, one of them they stuck at the back of him neck and him there get kind of crazy in a lot of stages, but them befriend him.
Man, we've heard of like birds and
Yeah, we know birds,
other animals, yeah.
ants.
Yeah, but leeches. This is kind of different.
The moral I'm getting here is just nature know what go on. Nature always knows. So pay attention to nature and you'll always see the signs. Yeah.
All right. Victorians once used leeches to predict the weather. That is our WTF.
What the fact?
Kanye West is at it again, Bridge Nation.
Oh,
So
boy.
he defends forcing Yeezy Gap shoppers to shop from trash bags. Now, Kanye, all right.
That's my bro.
So Kanye is responding to the latest backlash following his decision to sell his Yeezy Gap line in giant-sized trash bags at Gap locations. So Gap really allow this? Okay. This week, the rapper's Yeezy Gap line drew criticism after social media users pointed out that the clothing is stacked like a pile of garbage in the Gap stores, and shoppers have to dig through the large bag to find their size or examine the items. A post this week shared that Kanye West insisted that the clothing items be removed from shelves and off hangers and placed in the large trash bags for fans to dig through. The revelation was met with ridicule as many felt that the rapper was making a mockery of the homeless community. In an interview on Thursday, Kanye West responded to his critics, pointing out that he is an innovator and he's not about to apologize, no surprise there, for his decision to market the product in a large bag resembling trash bags. He said, "Look, man, I am an innovator and I'm not here to sit up and apologize for any ideas. That's exactly what the media tries to do, make us apologize for any idea that doesn't fall under exactly the way they want us to think." I can't fight him on that.
Yeah.
It's Kanye and he's a creative and he's a little bit off his rockers. So, I'm not surprised by anything that is happening there. I genuinely don't believe that Kanye is making a mockery of
The homeless
the
community.
homeless. If anything, it just reminds you how some persons have to live. And what them name? Balenciaga? They're
Oh,
selling
my
trash
next one.
bags.
They're my next one.
They sell trash bag. They sell our Jamaican crocus bag as well for obscene amount of money.
Tear up shoes.
Tear up shoes, tear up clothes, and I don't see anybody asking them to apologize for the disrespect of their consumers. So leave Kanye alone. And if persons are actually going to purchase, the consumers made a decision that they're okay with it. Them go buy it.
Yeah.
And them and dig through the bags. Allow the people them. Allow Kanye.
I'm with you. You know me, I gotta agree with you.
Yeah, I love Kanye. It's Kanye, and you
it's-
said yes.
The thing is, at the end of the day, it's his, as you said, creative vision for his own product.
Exactly.
You understand me? It's not like, and people still are gonna buy it.
Yeah,
You
and
can-
if you are not okay with it, then just
Take-
don't purchase it.
And the thing is, them not gonna do it. So like, at the
Exactly.
end of the day, what we are arguing about?
Exactly. And people who are purchasing this product have no argument.
Yeah,
They're
what-
not arguing. They're not
yeah.
upset about anything.
But what I will say though, knowing Kanye's record, there is some method behind the madness. There's something there, reason
He's
because
telling a story.
Yeah, there's something behind him wanting his stuff not being
On the shelves.
on shelves and
Yes.
something, and just the sight of people going. There's something he's up to, but I don't think he's intentionally disrespecting anybody. I don't think so.
No.
And if he is, fix things, Kanye, please.
Yeah.
And send me Yeezys forward. Anyways,
Hey, see
yeah. You know what I love to see, Jojo Bridge Nation. I love seeing when people at the top of the game, especially in music, go at each other in terms of like the state of music. I love seeing. I don't know something about seeing producers and moguls just debate on the state of the music, whatever, any genre. And what's happening is that Diddy snapped and snapped for those who cuss. Another legend, Timbaland. No, I'm gonna debate this. And the discussion was he's telling that R&B is dead.
Never.
Right? So Diddy thinks that R&B is dead, and he was very passionate about this point as he ended up in a one-sided screaming match with Timbaland, who of course disagreed with him. On an Instagram live, Diddy asked the question, who killed R&B? Which led to a heated debate with Timbaland. Diddy said, R&B is dead as of right now. The R&B I made babies to? R&B gotta be judged to a certain thing. It's the feeling though. No. It's a feeling. You got to be able to sing for R&B, and then you got to tell the truth. R&B is not a hustle. This is about feeling your vulnerability. Timbaland, however, tried to reason as he disagreed that R&B was dead. However, the beatmaker was unable to name 5 good R&B artists when asked by Diddy, thereby proving the bad boy mogul was kind of right,
No.
Diddy said to him, R&B don't sound too alive. You don't even know anybody's name, Diddy said. Meanwhile, 9-time Grammy winner Mary J. Queen Mary, she had to run in, and she said, you can't kill something that's in our DNA. It's gonna keep transitioning from generation to generation to generation to generation. They was trying to kill it. Before I say what I'm gonna say, let me just say this. I want to thank all the radio stations around the country that are playing R&B music and sincerely support it. So,
Perfect statement. Perfect.
Yeah.
Music is really like that, I mean, well, how I describe it is seasonal. You understand? R&B is definitely not dead.
And it's always reinventing itself. One of the things we have to learn is that nothing is going to remain the same forever. There is, and sadly, it's not always going to be authentic. You have persons who do authentic R&B where persons don't listen to them. I love Tank.
Thanks still do him thing.
Tank
Tank
still do R&B.
Giveon gave us some really nice songs
Yeah, man.
recently.
Giveon
too.
is
Yeah.
pushing it. He's
But
pushing
there
it.
really are not as many as there used to be back
But
in
you
the
know
day.
what's
Right.
ironic is that Diddy himself now make R&B.
Exactly.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
Like,
never did.
He said
It mash up a lot of R&B groups.
yeah. So I don't know. I
So-
think Diddy should respond the best way he can by
Yeah, like,
making
he
an
should
R&B
have-
record. Just
he
make an
should not
R&B
have said
record.
anything.
Right, but you're not speaking of himself now. You're talking about using other artists.
Yeah, whether I've been
Yes.
working with other artists
Or
or
even-
something, he's not.
Because-
His label hasn't pushed out
Yeah.
an
And
R&B
Any ki-
talent.
Exactly.
Right.
You're pushing out what is hot right now.
Yeah,
so
so he
you are
knows
a
what's
part
happening.
of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually wish that we were getting more R&B songs because
R&B nice.
Yeah,
I
nice,
love
nice,
R&B
nice,
music.
nice.
True.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
a time, man.
There's one other story. Let me just hurry before Sham start cuss or Bounty for that matter. And you know when them start cuss, it can get tricky.
Yeah.
Because if it is left up to Sham, as in Baby Sham, Mr. Damien Beckett, he would want to reset the national vocabulary. Now he's no stranger to political controversy, and recording artist Sham, formerly known as Baby Sham, is calling out the government.
Wow.
Yeah, for deeming the word, well, a particular word
Yes.
carries two letters, B and C, a curse word. According to Sham, I think this word is Jamaica's national word. I should be able to say it. I'm entitled to say it. No matter what, we can't go around our culture. That word, can't call it here, obviously,
Yeah.
needs to be decriminalized because if you really think about it, he says, we shouldn't even be saying that word or even know that word if it is up to them. It is the only word that you use to express every single emotion,
Facts.
right?
I know that.
And you can add another letter to it and add more flair,
Facts.
some would say.
That's true. That's true.
Right? He says, but listen to what Sham goes on to say. And no one, not even the Prime Minister, the Minister of Security, Nigel Clark, the Minister of Finance, can tell me them never used that word before.
Yeah. You got
Dark up.
Got-
Everybody here.
Yeah, got him there.
Dark up.
Yep.
Probably got him there. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie.
Sham says, you use it for joy. You use it for frustration. You use it when you're happy. If you're at the football match and somebody miss a goal, you cuss.
Oh yes.
Hey.
Word. Da da dee. So it's not just out of anger that you use that word, and I think there needs to be a conversation, and we need to start a conversation and start embracing our culture some more. So this song actually, between himself and Bound to Killer, is the first of a 10-track EP that they have done with dancehall legendary producer Dave Kelly, and obviously even the edited version is still
It's still
in
kinda-
question, so to speak. So
It's a no for me
No,
because
no,
we
no.
know I know what it means and why I use it.
Yeah.
Even though you use it to express yourself in a joyous way, we know that it's a curse word and we use it, and I think everything has its place. And I genuinely don't believe that. Maybe nobody should go to jail for saying it, but it is a curse word, and if a child says it, we must say no, don't use that.
the issue of what makes a curse word is always up for question.
Context.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it is, and we know why we use it when we use it. Most times I use it, I am upset.
Preach. No, but is it really a government problem though?
That's what I'm
Is it-
trying to get
No,
to.
I don't think it's in
we
now.
are Jamaicans, and we say
Are we
government
create-
for
yeah.
everything, you
Are
know.
we
No,
create?
man,
Are we?
so even-
As a society thing, I don't think
Yes.
the government did come up in a law and say this
so
is a.
even if the government are in charge of it,
We are gonna
whoever
just-
we're
Yeah.
Jamaicans, we call on the government for everything.
Yeah, I don't think the government. I'm not for doing this. To
gosh.
be honest, so,
Not at all.
not at all.
Not
It's
sure,
just a
but
society thing.
I
man.
guess the government has the influence.
You
To
know,
say okay,
Yeah.
no go work.
You know, it's the weirdest thing, I'm listening to the conversation and I've never thought of that, who actually,
What makes a curse word?
Right,
a curse
right.
word? Who
Yeah,
determines
that's
what
good-
is a curse
that's
word?
You know?
Something that Richie bring up. We
Never
should have a
thought of that,
conversation about that.
Yeah,
Find somebody in the culture
Yeah.
to say, I really go on this.
yeah.
up.
I think it was the first set of words used against the oppressor, and the oppressor them never like it. Bad word. That's my
That's a thought.
That's my thing. That's what I think. The first set of words are the oppressor they never understand what you say. What you say, boy? And it started from there. Big up my ancestor them. Thank you for these words.
What are your thoughts on that? We'd love to hear from Bridge Nation. 876-551-5782. Give us your own thoughts on whether or not these two words, is it one word or two words?
One word, but we have to say
Powerful.
It's powerful, man.
Whether or not it should be decriminalized, as Sham is suggesting. All right, it's make that 18 now before the hour of 7 o'clock, and that was
Update.
All right, and our proverb of the day: pudding can't bake without fire.
pudding.
Pudding can't bake without fire.
I can't focus from here. Pudding on me.
Sure, I've reached it completely.
Potato pudding.
Any pudding.
Cornmeal pudding.
Potato.
Any pudding.
Cornmeal pudding. But pudding can't bake without fire.
Pudding can't bake
Hey,
without
watch it
fire.
now.
I'm not sure if Shells is a pudding.
Watch
man
it,
still,
watch
No,
so
I like
I
pudding.
wonder-
No, I like pudding.
One lick him with a girl.
No, I like pudding, man. I'm not fight to the father one. Just don't put no raisin in it and them thing there.
When you say you don't love my favorite food, you
Pudding can't bake without fire. Just what may I get from this is that you need the fire if you make the pudding. So you can't get a certain task done without one can't do without the other. So you won't get the task done without the fire. What may I get from it? No.
See it there? Tells the shells go school. The meaning of this proverb: you need the right tools for each job.
Oh, see there. All right.
Yeah. So
Pudding can't bake without fire.
You need the right tool
Uh-huh.
for each job.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, we head over.
Remember that, Bridge Nation.
Remember that. We head over to pet peeve. Pet peeve are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. We have a pet peeve to share.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. This is Marjorie. My pet peeve is that I hate it when persons are trying to tell you something or give you info, and they say, for all those who don't know or have been living under a rock. I think that's so wrong, because it's not because you don't know something then, because you're not aware of it, then you're living under a rock. And I think people should stop it, because I don't think none of us are living under a rock.
Okay. Marjorie, thank you first of all for sending us your pet peeve. Now we'll talk about it a little
I'm
bit.
guilty.
I always say that.
I'm sorry, Marjorie.
I'm sorry, Marjorie.
I'm sorry.
We
She
never
has a
know.
problem
Like-
with persons who make reference to
Yeah.
another individual.
So like you're introducing somebody like probably a popular artist or
Right.
an actor,
Or a
and it's
situation,
for those who,
that's-
like, for those who are living under a rock, she doesn't like that because it's like
It's just a
kind of
saying, though.
disrespectful, but it's a saying.
It's just I say it's not
I
nothing
wouldn't
to
mean no
disrespect.
harm.
You know, you've been living under like for example, you see me and say
You're
for
living
example,
under
let's
the
say,
head
let's
of
say
your prime minister.
like if you say that man on your TV is the honor Andrew Holness. I don't know who's Andrew Holness.
Or
What?
you've been living under a rock.
And the term living under a rock just means you
How
have
you not
no
know?
access to the outside world. That's
Right.
legit what people are saying. You have no
Yeah.
access to the outside world, no internet, no phone, no
Yeah.
nothing. But I think I wonder if she's like mixing it up and thinking that people are saying, "Oh, you're done," because I don't think that's what they're saying.
It
I hope
could
that's
be
not.
that.
I
It
hope
could
that's
be.
not what she's thinking. Because I know if anybody ever said that to your Marjorie, make you feel that way, there, just make me know. Okay, done. You see me? But yeah, nobody know for safe to make somebody feel done. So I'm just
No.
try to say you just seem very closed off from the outside
Right.
world. And when people start
Or
telling me,
that you should know, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But life has taught me that what you think person should know, they don't always know.
hey,
So
people say to me still in a Marjorie, yo, should we living on a rock? Yes, and it's
'Cause
very
we don't know
comfortable. It's
everything.
very comfortable here. Yeah, my own world.
depending
deal with
on
it.
what it is.
Deal with it. I don't like seafood. I've never had, I might try to get to no upset tonight.
But now look for you, we're not gonna look for the Marjorie. Anyways, Marjorie, we want to apologize if we better said it here and you feel away. We don't mean anything.
Good to say it
It's,
again.
well, goodly I'm gonna say it
Would you like
again,
to say it
knowing
again?
us.
Yeah, nah, girl.
So what to apologize from now?
Yeah, in advance.
Now, from August 8th of this year to today, the 19th, supermodel, TV personality, and founder of the Walk Camp, Stacey McKenzie, is thrilled to have the third year of the Walk Camp Jamaica added to stage at the Halfway Tree Primary School throughout the summer here. The Walk Camp is a free all-girls camp dedicated to building the self-esteem and giving the opportunity to girls in the inner city communities within Jamaica and Canada by way of meeting and allowing them to be mentored through fashion, art, entertainment, health, and wellness, and even finance as well. 20 girls were chosen for the camp this August, and we see a number of well-known personalities, including Bridge FM's Nikki Z, also Deborah Edwards, Miss Johnson, drama coach. There's Nadine Sutherland, and Cynthia Shea Clark, also of Bridge 99 FM and Irie Jam Radio. And people like Monica Roberts and Tika Simone, Orville Hall were all some of the mentors that were chosen. Well, this morning, this is the brainchild, we have to tell you, of supermodel Stacey McKenzie, who's the founder of the Walk Camp, and she's joining us right now to have a conversation. Good morning, Stacey. How you doing?
Blessings, Stacey.
Richie, it's such a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for having me. I'm great. A little sad, but I'm good.
A little sad, you said? I'm happy.
Yes, because it's the last day of the camp. It's like it's been a lot of work, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.
To be around these girls and to be able to give back in some way to these girls and to my girls.
Yeah.
And it's the last day where we're not congregating like that. We're not coming together like that. For it's going to be for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm a little sad by that, but I know that I'll see them and I'll be in contact with them. So.
Yeah. So I get the whole thing of the mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Happy because of what you were able to accomplish with these girls, no doubt, but a little sad because it's coming to an end, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
But we want to really publicly commend you on this initiative, and we're going to get deeper into it. But Stacey, we were having an off-the-air conversation amongst ourselves. We feel that, like in your instance, once a supermodel, always a supermodel.
Yeah, man. They're the title for life. Earn it.
Own it. Claim it. Absolutely.
Richie B, work hard.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
To the day you work, Stacey. Yeah, man. Now,
It's a blessing.
For those of our listeners who are not as familiar as we are with your, your accomplishments, give us a brief history on who Stacey McKenzie really is.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Stacey McKenzie is a girl a woman now, but a girl that comes from Kingston, Jamaica, born in Almontown, raised in Slipe Road in Kingston, Jamaica. I lived here for about 13 years of my life, and then I migrated to Canada. But my mom always made sure that I came home back to Jamaica every year, no matter what. Even when she doesn't have it like that, she always made sure that I came home and never forget where I came from. Stacey's a girl I love and a woman that love my country, love my people, love my culture, right? Love my music, love everything about Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What else? I'm very outgoing. I think I'm a kind person. I'm outgoing, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I'm fun to be around with too. I love fashion. I love children. Don't have any of my own yet.
Yes.
But I love children. I love my family. I love meeting people. I love traveling. I love meeting new people, experiencing different cultures.
Yeah.
What else? I love I love the Most High God.
Oh, great.
Right.
Love him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love him. Make sure I can put him first in all and everything.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
What else? What else do you want to? Okay. I mean, in terms of the fashion side of it.
Yes.
I wanted to be a model from when I was 9 years old. I did not, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I felt within my spirit that I belonged in fashion. And for some reason, I felt I was going to be a model. I wanted to be a doctor originally. And then one time I get to a bad accident and, Mr. Blood, and I said, no, that's not going to happen.
Can't manage that.
And then my sister was visiting from Canada because she already migrated, and she was visiting from Canada, brought an Inside magazine. And that's when I found out about the world of fashion by way of Jean-Paul Gaultier. And it just clicked within me because I don't know what it was. I just felt that that's where I belonged. And then when my sister told me that, in order to be a model, you have to be able to command attention, right? And also be able to pose and walk and all that stuff. Be able to walk in heels and pose.
Yes.
I thought to myself, okay, command attention. All right. Even though I commanded negative attention because of how I look and how I sound, I always commanded attention, Richie.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, okay. everywhere I go to school, I go to church, I'm up on the road, I go across, go, downtown, go, grocery shop and them something with my mother. People always look for me and stare for me and make fun of me. But the point is, I'm always stare for me. I'm always stop people in them tracks. So, I realized at a young age that, okay, I got that. I got, the attention going on.
Yeah.
And then for the side of it where I needed to learn the business, there was no fashion at the time like that in Jamaica. So what I did was, how I taught myself how to walk was when I go to school, I used to take my mom's not heels, but her wedge heels. I used to use them when she would go to church. I used to switch my school shoes, and that's how I taught myself how to walk in heels. And then how to pose. What I would do is I would sit in front of the dresser mirror, and I would emulate different personalities and different faces. So I do the typical happy and sad, like happy, sad. I would do these different faces, and that's how I taught myself.
Yes. It's a fascinating story. I mean, she went. Let's just say she went right up to the top of the fashion game. That is why we refer to her as a supermodel still. Yeah, and we're really, really proud of your achievements, Stacey, as a Jamaican woman, and even more proud now because of this initiative, which sees you giving back.
Yes. So greetings, Stacey. Shells here. So,
hi, Shell.
Hi, how you doing? All right, so now 2 things I want to ask. So first, because that whole story about how you developed the walk, I'm wondering if that has anything to do behind the name of the initiative, the Walk Camp, and how long has it been around, and what has been the mission?
Thank you for asking me that. Yes, the walk came from not only like the whole runway walk, which I'm actually known for as a model. I'm known for best as one of the best walkers, runway walkers, catwalk walkers, which is awesome. But the walk came from that, yes, but also it came from the journey that it took for me to get to where I'm at today. That's where it really came from. Respect. So the walk is the journey. The walk is the obstacles that I went through, the ups and downs that I went through in order to pursue my dreams and goals in life. So I actually started off by, I have a company called Walk This Way Workshops, where I train aspiring and established models about all aspects of modeling. So the walking, the photo posing and all that stuff, right? And then afterwards, I created the walk while I was, going around into my old neighborhoods. I started out going out into my old neighborhoods here in Jamaica. I used to usually like Almontown. I used to go to Jonestown and place there and check for the youths them. So what I did was in Canada, I did the same thing in Canada. I also grew up in a certain type of neighborhood in Canada, right? Similar to Jonestown and place, right? And Almontown. So I would go to these neighborhoods and I would meet with the youths them there, and I would have, I'd talk to them and, just try to instill in them whatever, things that I've learned along my journey, for them to better ease their journey. And then there was a little boy came up to me actually, and he was like, sir, you're the only one who always will come back and come check, come visit with.
Yes.
So I'm like, what do you mean? Nobody will come look for you. And he's like, drop some names and say like certain kind of people will come from the certain, the neighborhoods, the same neighborhoods. Like them go ahead and make it big, but they never come back. Wow. So I'm like, really? So it really touched me, So I said, all right. I said, okay, no man, I have to do something more than just like fashion and modeling. You know what I say?
Yeah.
I feel like there's more to this. Like the Most High God put me in this and give me the opportunities where Him give me, the struggles where Him give me, the obstacles where Him give me, give back somehow and help somehow. Yeah. So that's when I created the walk, Shells. That's when I created the walk, and I was like, you know what? Let me do a thing called the walk. Let me make something where it's just strictly for the youths. I'm going to start off with the girls, right? We're working on a boys camp as well, right? I won't be teaching that. Of course, I'm getting, some men. You know what I said? Teaching a part because only men can show boys how to be men, right? So, but that's how it started. Yeah. And I decided to give it to the girls where they don't have to pay. It's free for them. They just come. Right, they just chill. They just get to be mentored by all different types of mentors, right? Like including the Bridges' own Nikki Z, which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, big up Nikki.
Every girl is still talking about Nikki Z. So each mentor comes, and what I wanted the mentors to do is to tell their story, right? and you know, their obstacles, of their challenges, the good and the bad and the ugly of their journey. I wanted them to tell the girls this so that the girls could see and hear that, say, oh, it's not an easy thing. Like, don't think that's when you see them up on TV or when you see them, you know, big campaigns and them things that, you know, like it comes easy for me.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of work and sacrifice in many instances. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I got, like, you know, the mentors to come on board, tell their stories, and then afterwards give them a hands-on workshop. Workshop as to how to get into their industry.
Nice. Fantastic. And in addition to the mentorship and all of that, which you have mentioned, there's also this aspect of it where the 20 girls, I think, were provided with certain levels of support in terms of back-to-school supplies. Wow, nice. Am I correct on that, Stacey?
Yes, like what I wanted to do was, and what I'm doing, is to give back, like the girls here in Jamaica, in a foreign, they don't need to pay for uniform like that unless you're going to a private school, right? But here it's a different case. And again, like I said, the girls that I've chosen is girls from a certain type of neighborhood, and it's like they're in need of it, right? So what I'm trying to do is to, you know, get whatever I can to help them, you know, like get whatever back to school stuff they need. Could it be their uniforms, you know, going towards their school books, or going towards like even their tuition, which is crazy high as well, and sometimes out of the norm for, you know, for some of these parents to take care of, right? So that's what I'm trying to do as well. As like their, you know, give it like as their gift bag in a way, right? For them to leave and go away with. Yes.
Stacey, we want to thank you really for coming on this morning and telling us all that you have. And I know that there are many other big plans that you have going forward, and I want you to know that you can call on us anytime so that we can help you to spread the word of the good that you're doing in the neighborhood and in our society. Thank you so much, Stacey. Best wishes to you.
Thank you so much, Richie B, and thank you so much, Sean.
No problem. Have a pleasure.
Have a great day.
Richie B, it's a pleasure.
Same here.
And keep up the good work. Bless up yourself.
Yeah? Every time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacey. That's Jamaica's darling there, supermodel Stacey McKenzie, the founder of the Walk Camp. The Walk Camp. And she's doing a lot of good.
I love it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a good look.
Giving back.
And empowering young women.
Brings a lot of joy even within oneself, you know? And definitely that matter of empowering these young ladies. Can you imagine how motivated and inspired these ladies are going forward?
Oh, come on. Yeah. It's a great look.
All right, Bridge Nation. I don't know if I should share this or is Richie going to share it, but there's so much.
You can work with it.
The R. Kelly trial, right? So a witness has testified that she was sexually abused by the singer. So this is one more female coming forward. But the thing that makes this so disgusting for me is that she testified that she had sex with him for several, here it says 100 times before she turned 18. Before she turned 18. What? So she's now 37 years old, and she's known as Jane. And she basically shared her story, of how much of a monster he is, and he deserves to be where he is right now. So
he'll be there for a long time.
Wow. I hope he's there for a very long time. I hope he never sees the day of light. But this is sad. And the fact that she has to recount this and share her story, I can only imagine the trauma that she has to go through. So this is really bad. I just want to know, where was everybody when this was happening? Where was his crew? Where was everyone when this was happening?
Covering up was going on.
I don't think it's him alone must be tried and be charged. Other persons must go to jail.
Jojo, tell you something. That brother there did have a piece of power there.
Yo, scary, man.
It's like celebrity power there was just never normal, and people did fear for talk. People just allow things to go on. So at this moment in time, we just give thanks that things come to light. And in there, which part him there,
Justice is being served.
We're done in that. Will come to light.
Talk truth.
Yep.
All right.
But this is sad.
Yeah, we'll move on to interesting news. I think it's kind of uplifting, I think. Reverend Al Sharpton Got a little story on
I
here.
never
Right?
eat one time a day.
You saw it. Jesus. So for those who aren't aware, so he's an American civil rights activist, Baptist minister, talk show host, and politician. Man do everything. You know, he look out for the community.
Yeah.
But what's noticeable, a lot of people notice that he had a drastic weight
Man.
loss during his journey through
Yes.
life, and he revealed his secret. So Al says that look, he actually showed up to an eatery in Harlem, and what was interesting, Jojo, is that he brought his own kale salad. Like that weird, like you bring your own food to a restaurant. So he was asked, like, why you do that? And he say, listen, I know that this restaurant doesn't offer kale, and he brought his own kale, Richie. So what's interesting, he also went on to say, listen, I made a decision to start eating one meal a day, but I know just yesterday I did that. He did this about 4 years ago. So Al Sharpton has been eating one meal a day.
I wonder what that looks like. What that meal looks like.
What he says is that he eats around noon every day, and that's it.
No breakfast?
There's at noon every day. He said what a loophole, I guess, is that he said I have a salad at night, and may have one slice of whole wheat toast because my doctor said I should have some kind of protein. But apart from that, that's it. And along with working out, because he said, listen, at his height, maybe 15 years ago, he weighed 305 pounds.
True.
So today, I'm 132 pounds, and he just made up his mind
He's
to go.
a small frame man, too,
Yeah,
so I can see how if him have a certain amount of weight, it will be like it will look
I
crazy.
don't know about the 1 meal of eating though.
Yeah,
Me
but I don't know about that. I think
no,
that
but
kinda
he
drastic.
looks like him look like him eat one time a day for true.
Him look,
Him look really
Slim, yeah.
slim, and
Tiny
it doesn't
almost.
look healthy.
Yeah,
That's my thing with when persons telling you
Drastic.
lose weight or whatever. I'm like, if you look good, I'll listen to you. But if you look crazy, because I know I've been there. I told her I've lost weight 3 times, and it has never been done healthy. So I can drop weight just like that. But I'm not trying to look sick.
Yeah.
That's not a look I'm going for. So I always encourage persons that if you want to lose weight, something you want to do, make sure you do it the healthy way, because it doesn't make any sense to lose weight and then end up sick.
Your health gets
Yeah.
impaired.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. There is something that I want to include in the update segment this morning, and it's really a matter of lending my voice to something that I think really, really is disgraceful, because there is this Saudi woman who has been sentenced to 34 years in prison. This is someone who has a Twitter account that had fewer than 2,000 followers, and a court in Saudi Arabia handed down this, I would have to say, an unusually harsh sentence to a university researcher by the name of Salma al-Shihab, after the authorities there claimed that she followed and retweeted dissident accounts on Twitter, and they say she spread false rumors with her less than 2,000 followers. The sentence, which comes amid a broad crackdown on dissent in the kingdom, has drawn condemnation, rightfully so, right across the globe, as activists are calling for al-Shihab's release. That, I think, is unusually harsh, and it's a wicked 34 years.
That's crazy.
How much damage could she have caused with such few followers?
Yeah.
Whatever she might have done.
Yeah.
It's so funny because there's so many men there that have done way worse.
I was about to ask if
That
gender going to play a role in this.
Gender play a real role
Mm-hmm.
in this decision. When I ask,
You said something about her being educated, right?
Yeah, she's a researcher.
And that makes it even worse.
She's a bigger
woman,
bigger threat in that area.
educated,
Woman educated.
come on, we're putting you away.
Yeah, spreading some ideology.
That's why we're spreading, because 2,000, really? 2,000?
Less than 2,000 followers.
Come on now. That's
34 years.
Social media powerful.
It's crazy.
But
Yeah.
it's still crazy. That don't make no
She's
sense.
an educated woman, and they cannot afford for her to be out there
Spreading ideologies. Yeah.
the idea that you can be an educated woman.
Let's see how the kingdom respond.
Yeah.
Because they're coming under some pressure for this, believe you me.
Which is right.
Yeah, 12 minutes now past the hour of 8 o'clock. That was...
Update.
We have a very special guest joining us. from someplace on earth. She is, in fact, born. She was born in the parish of Clarendon, and she became a vocalist at a very young age. Her father, of course, is the legendary Everton Blender, and so she was able to hone her craft under his tutelage from a very young age. A past student of Garvey Maceo High School, and this young lady has been definitely building quite a name for herself. This morning she joins us on the back of her latest single, Have It. And we're glad that we have her to talk with us right now. Her name is Aisha Blender. Good morning, Aisha.
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Our pleasure.
For people like me who would have seen you in the early, as a much younger individual, and not having seen you recently, it's almost a little bit of a shocker to see you matured into such a wonderful woman. How are you? All is well?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
I didn't think I changed that much.
Well, we knew you from you were much smaller, and Daddy has played a very important role. How is Daddy, by the way? Let me ask you. How is Everton?
Wonderful. He's wonderful. He's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, man.
I call him my best friend.
Oh, really?
That's I call him my best friend. That's my party.
Yeah. Give him my best
Yeah,
regards.
He's
Give
like
him,
the coolest dad ever.
yeah. He would have seen your talent at a very early age, and was it he who suggested that you got involved in music, or did you do it on your own accord, so to speak?
You know, funny enough, it was mommy.
Mommy?
He saw it, but that is the type that is not forceful. He's not forceful any at all. He wants you to find your own path and, you know, to walk in your own light. And him say, whatever make you happy, my gal. And he's just there to support you in whatever road, whatever decision you're making. But he's going to teach us the right way. But you just have to make sure you're on the right path.
Yeah.
As it relates to his teaching, you know, passing down from that lineage and all of that. But it was mommy who actually said, yeah, go sing. But if I wanted to be a model, my dad would have gone with it, and he would have been just fine, a lawyer, whatever, and say, whatever makes you happy, Miguel.
Was he the first person who took you like on stage and allowed you to perform alongside him? Is that how it went?
Yes, he's the first person who brought me on stage and the first one to bring me to the studio.
As well.
Wow, give thanks. Greetings, Aisha. Shells here. So my question
Blessings,
is,
Shells.
yeah, blessings, man. It's a pleasure. Now, being the daughter of such a legendary artist, I'm curious. How did that affect your journey as an artist? Was it easier? Was it more difficult? You know, what was that like?
Oh Lord, it has its moments, you know, like pros and cons, you know, advantages, disadvantages. One would think that it's easy because Everton is your dad. Yes, there's some leverage to it, you know, people accept your, like, because he paved that path and we can't take it away from him. This man has done and do, you know, and stuff like that. But as it relates to the easy part of it, I believe that there's a lot of peer pressure on my part, you know, because people expect me to be as my dad, not remembering that I'm the seed of Everton, you know, the offspring of.
Yes.
So I can't be like him. I'll try to emulate what he's done, but I want to be me, and I want them to accept me and know that, hey, that's the daughter of walking in her own light, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where the peer pressure come. And then the whole Rastafarianism, they expect it to be, you know, like, I'm the rebellious one in my family, by the way. I love color, I love piercings, I love, you know. And so they're like, your dad is this way, but you're this. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm the daughter of. So, you know, and I'm a little spicy too. So
Nothing wrong with that.
So that's where it comes in. And, you know, people expect, and it's big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's humongous shoes to fill. And I just want people to just open your heart a little bit and your eyes and just take me for me, the daughter of, you know, different sides.
Yeah.
Atlas, Aisha Blender. Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Yes, easy.
Yeah.
On the other level now, in terms of the sound, do people say to you that you have a similar sound? Like many people would say, you sound like your father. You get that?
No, I would like they'll tell me I have a unique voice like my dad because I don't believe there's anyone who emulates or sound like my dad yet in the industry.
Laying by
They
himself,
try
yeah.
to, but there's nobody.
That's true.
You know, and yes, so I think everyone would say, "Oh, you have a unique sound, a distinctive voice," and that's it. But I'll draw a similar slur like him, not the bing 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 because I'm not gifted at his little thing, you know. But like, there's similarities in how I carry my notes,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
all him.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, the world is now open back up, so to speak. What have you been up to? Have you been busy recording? Are you touring? What's up with you in terms of performances and so on?
Oh, I've been recording and touring with my dad, you know, while trying to make a name for myself, you know, not trying to take away from Everton Blender, but want to be a household name by myself, Aisha Blender, the daughter of, you know, so been in the studio recording, you know, touching different, you know, just playing around with it like Play-Doh, basically, you know, experimenting, doing everything and just doing shows. We just came from Texas last week, looking to go to St. Augustine on the 24th of September, and that will be my dad, myself, Anthony B, quite a few artists. I forgot everyone. Yeah. And then New York, we'll be in New York. I hear you guys mention New York. So be on the lookout for us again on October 1st. And more dates coming up, you know, just exploring the possibilities of doing more, getting myself out there more, to be more visible. Because people hear the name, but I don't think they have a face that match to it. Who is she?
Yeah, man, we appreciate the works. And you know, speaking of the work that you're putting out, your latest single, your new single, Have It. What's that all about? Yeah, what's that all about?
So, Have It, you know, it's a fun tune. Talking about, all right, you have guys are, you know what, not to single out the guys because ladies is vice versa. Women have their turn, men have their turn, you know, and we all have our expectation of what our ideal partner should be, our people, you know, but generally it's like, and it's my own personal experience. That's how I write my music too. I tell my story, you know, things that I've gone through and what I've endured. And it came from a situation where, you know, dating this person and he's telling me, hey, I can't buy no pussy in no bag. And I'm like, what you expect? So men on a whole expect to throw things at women, you know, money, flashy cars or whatnot. And I'm like, you meet the wrong one this time because I work for my own, you know. I know how to take care of myself, so nothing you have. And it's just to reassure the ladies that like, we have it, we're all that, you know, not just the exterior, but internally, you understand what else you have to bring to the table other than, you know, that word.
Yeah.
And, you know, just, we're more than our body. We have it, we have everything. You know, we're not, don't stereotype us and don't look because every woman, you say, oh, them a dog, them a this, them a that. No, we're independent, we're beautiful, we're intelligent, you know, independent woman.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
I love that.
Not everyone, you know, no yammers or anything like that. Nope. Not when it comes to. By the way, Aisha, does your name have a meaning?
Yes, it means life in Swahili.
See there?
Yeah, there you go. Well, listen, we're going to play your song. We're going to get a chance to hear Have It for the first time. And so I'll expose that to our listeners, but we want to take the time to congratulate you and to wish you all the very best. Give my regards to the members of your family from yours truly, and all the best. What you want to say to your fans, and where can they find you?
All right. For all who's looking to find me, I'm on Instagram at ISHA_Blender, BLENDER. So that's Aisha Blender. You can't miss the smile, you know. Yeah. And on Facebook, it's ISHABLENDER, just Aisha Blender. And if you can't find the Instagram page, just type me in on Google now. You will find everything. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Slide into my DM if you will. Find me there, Instagram, IG, Twitter, you name it. I'm there, ISHABLENDER. And for all the people out there, you know, I just want to tell you, like my daddy said, lift up your head and hold it up high. Be strong. You know, treat each other as you treat yourself, and love each other as you'd love yourself.
Come
Be
on.
blessed.
Be blessed.
Share love, give love.
Love it, love it, love it. Enough respects, Aisha.
Thank you.
Great talking with you.
Thank you so much for
Enough
having me.
love, enough
And thanks
love.
for everyone tuning in.
Yeah, man.